Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Shrugs him off. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll run here with Freeman into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz keeping it himself from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talked about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Bridgewater now from the 50. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Check 9, check 9.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He'll let this go for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next score, Eagles 14, Redskins nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, here we go. Watch the air. Wide. Get wide. Show it up.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here we go. Swing.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hut, 6 foot. Wait. Wahoo.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Gurley. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry. Watch the twist. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hayward, Hayward.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check 90. Truck. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Know your job.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. That one complete. He finds Shark. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mike. All day, dog. Jim. Check 26. Check 26.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, let's get in them hurls. Switch. Check safety. Check 3.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
SOS. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shoot. Let's go. 5 on. Shoot. Check nickel. Go.
They try right side here. Gurley. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Complete. Richardson has it. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Kill, kill.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're going to need some dance. Check. Slam. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Exit. Check, crunch.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Todd Gurley ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Waiting. I'm here all day. 24 is the mic. I'm coming to you, son. Sunday. 24 is the mic. I got you.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's get this all day. Ready. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve. Back. Go. Zip it. That's mine. I got him.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Switch gears. Check four.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
A run with Gurley there on 1st down. Going to get about 4 yards. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Got an open man. It's Ratley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's you. Check 24. 22, Jet Belma. 22, Jet Belma. Watch out. Hey, 24, watch 22.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100+ in this one in order to stay in that race.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Throwing. Bridgewater. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. He's going to go up top. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end right. We got three, fellas, we got three. Man, 5-7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Check three. Out. Hey.
Gurley. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Watch the screen. Check. Fresno. Bang. Match box. Right. Wheel. Kill.
On 2nd down, Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Shift. Watch the shift. He's checking. Crash.
Here's Love again. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Single. Check 83, ball's going to 83.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Too little. Catch, squeeze. Check. Hatch it. Get it all. West. Go.
Now Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3 down. 90 is the mic. And come on out here. Come get some. He don't want it. 90 is the mic.
In your face.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Check three, check three, check three. Check. Go, go. Check hot.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
No, no, no. Oh, hey. Watch twins. Watch twins. Whip, 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 whip. Go, go. Shift, shift.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Cut, cut, cut.
From the gun, Bridgewater. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. They find some open field here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 30.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Freeman again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Go. What do you want? Smoke. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball. 53's the mic.
Bridgewater to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
To throw, Bridgewater. And this one complete to Reed. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
97's the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now Bridgewater. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bridgewater to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the screen. No. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is 2 seconds. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Ricky. Ready to go.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Bridgewater. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another Washington Redskins.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They come out here in the eye.
65. 65.
Bridgewater with a keeper. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Teddy Bridgewater. his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Wentz going to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Monte Nicholson picks it, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Eagles, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on